All right, we're back. We are the Game Reactionists. I'm Rorschach.
Not expected.
And now we're going to show you guys the game center of the Midwest Gaming Classic. This is where you'll be able to actually play video games, and they have everything here. It's very cool. So hopefully you enjoy the content.
Drinks in hand, now we're ready.
Drinks in hand, let's have some fun. I mean, when I say they have everything, they have everything. They got pinball machines in here. Oh, we got some Rocket League here. Halo 3 headquarters. Let's get some shots of people here playing the lobbies. Got Call of Duty. Yes, lost Spectre for a moment. You talk about a place where you can sit down and unwind. This is a good spot. Cheers. Yep.
You make the fist with that hand. I'm going to put a little strap over your wrist so it will tighten for me.
So yeah, I mean, literally a little bit of everything you got.
Looks like we have indie games and like I'm pretty sure Skate Cat is an indie game because I've never heard of that.
Yeah, a lot of people like to do their homebrewing stuff here.
Oh yeah. NES Maker, there you go. Hey, hey. Hey, how's it going, guys? Can you tell us a little bit about yourselves?
I can.
Okay.
I'm Joe. I'm a Taurus.
I'm Austin. I'm a Capricorn.
All right.
Oh, you wanted to know?
I want to know about this.
yeah.
Curious.
Not you personally.
Exactly. More specific. This is NES Maker. This is our tool for making cartridge-based hardware playable NES games that run on real hardware using a sort of GUI-based WYSIWYG style gaming software called NES Maker. This entire row, this alley here, any NES games that you see on this alley are games that were made using our software.
Okay, cool.
You're also seeing games, NES Maker games starting to be published to the Switch, to Steam, so not just retro consoles, but also modern as well, which it's really exciting to see.
Okay.
Here is Mystic Searches. This is our flagship game. Been in production for quite a while. It's the game that started the whole thing and why the thing exists in the first place. And we're sort of showing a big epic first part of it here for the first time at the convention. We also got a big boss battle running on the Switch here.
Awesome.
On the projection.
Very cool.
I don't know.
What got you guys into this?
We are slightly insane.
Slightly insane? Good answer.
So when I was a kid, I always envisioned, as we all did, making my own NES game. And I actually designed the game with a neighborhood friend on paper and sent it to Nintendo back in 1987 or so. And it all got sent back to us, and they can't take unsolicited game ideas, and and then it all got lost to time. And then many years later, I found that box. And Austin and I were working as production partners at the time, and we decided to start a documentary about, let's bring this to life, let's actually do a NES game. And it was when the homebrew scene was still kind of young, like there wasn't a lot of information about homebrews or NES development, or like it wasn't a common thing to see. And so we wanted to explore the homebrew community, what it took to make a NES game, and why we were still interested in making our game. And that was the basis for a documentary called The New Age of Heroes. The game was Mystic Searches, which is still in production here. Through that, we ended up starting to develop our own development tools for making a NES game, which automated a lot of the processes of working in assembly language. When we started showing demos and started showing the film, so many people were interested in our tools, more so than the film or the game.
Okay.
And so we started to think, maybe there's something here. I wonder if we could bend our tools to make them a little bit more malleable so people can make other kinds of games and stuff like that. So for about 18 months, we R&D'd it at conventions and stuff like that. So people got really excited. We crowdfunded it, and we had 2,500 backers, and you know, it did really well. And now we've got about 10,000 active users around the world making NES games. There's about 15 of them here that have gathered for sort of a meeting of the minds. Big commercial releases, Dungeons and Doom Nights, Doodle World, Chaos Between Realms, a game that's the VIG game for the convention.
Okay.
That was a NES Maker game. So super excited to see, like, that's the legacy of the project, is a tool that lets people sort of see that childhood ambition come to life, you know, that
Right.
So that's where it all came from. That's the story in as small and chunky as I can tell it.
So would it be fair to say then your success primarily comes from your ability to sell the software itself?
Well,
and,
it's still a passion project. I mean, it's still, yes, it's a licensed software. The license gets you the rights to create your own game, sell it. You know, you don't own royalties to us or anything like that. It's your IP.
Okay.
You can use our code base to create your game, basically.
But you still sell the code. You still sell the code, right?
But
Is there something that can be published like the Steam, for instance?
Sure. Or sell your own cartridges, or sell or port it to the Switch, or whatever. Like, you know, you don't. We're not part of that transaction unless you want us to be, kind of thing. Success is the success from this thing comes from the gratification of this community that's sort of burgeoning. It's not this isn't our day job. You know, this is something that we do because we love it.
It's your hobby.
And the money that comes in gets put back into it. We do things like this.
Cool.
You know,
I think part of one of the biggest successes is just enabling people that didn't have a pathway to make a game like this before. You know, for this software, you had to be deeply entrenched in computer programming to even think about programming for the NES.
Yeah.
It's a mini tooth beast, and if you're an artist or a musician or somebody who loves the system and has a great idea for a game, there was no entry point.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's the kind of thing that sells itself. We don't even have to sell it. We just explain what it is, and people say, yes, that's the thing I've always dreamed of.
And you guys are kind of just beholden to yourselves at that point too, right? You don't have any shareholders you have to worry about. Yeah.
Let's say if you're a total novice coming into it, is it pretty friendly for
most people here had no previous experience making games. That's not to say that it's not without it. Like, developing for the NES, no matter what you do, is an uphill battle.
Any creative endeavor is an uphill battle, no matter what you do. There's always going to be undiscovered stuff that you have to iron out. But if you want to start developing games, there aren't many easier ways.
Yeah.
And also, you know, you'll make your first game, like with the tutorial, half hour. You'll have your first NES game that you can actually play on the system. It's simple, but you know, it's more than Hello World. You know, it's actually a significant game with a way to win and a way to lose, and basic mechanics of a game and stuff like that.
Very cool.
So yeah, it's developing a game is never easy, but we've made it so much exponentially easier to do an NES game that it's approachable for anybody. We've
made it possible to do it in a different order. You know, one of the things that's important when you're doing a creative project is to have tools that let you attack the problem from different angles. And this allows you to back creatively into a project. You can start with a functioning game engine and graphics and start saying, what happens if I make this small change and I break it? Okay, now I understand that. As opposed to, I need to put in 6 months of R&D just to make it do very simple things. You know,
Awesome.
It's a much more instant gratification way
It gives you a
of going
structure
about
to build upon. Yeah.
Exactly.
Awesome. Any other questions, Spectre?
No, I guess so. How we want to get into it? I guess.
Where do we find you guys?
Sure.
Do you have socials that you want to shout out?
Sure. The website is thenew8bitheroes.com. Honestly, if you just Google search NES Maker, you're going to find it pretty easy.
Okay.
And, you know, Facebook is the New 8-Bit Heroes, YouTube, New 8-Bit Heroes, Twitter's New 8-Bit Heroes. The New 8-Bit Heroes was too long.
NES Makers, I believe, is the forum.
NESmakers.com is the forum.
Awesome.
And what's the Facebook group?
NES Maker is the Facebook group. Yeah.
That's the catchier one. Yeah.
That's the catchier one, NES Makers. Very cool, guys. Well, thanks for chatting with us. We appreciate that. Let's go, baby! All right, we're back in the Game Center. Another thing we should keep anybody watching and informed of is you might see a lot of jump cuts of editing, just because we get distracted with other types of videos from the what we've done
Trying to
in
edit out all the profanity.
Right.
So
There's a lot of unscrupulous language being used here. But yeah, this is the Game Center again. So we have 4 swords going on here. Tetris.
Turtles in Time, it looks like. We got Sonic.
Couldn't tell you what that is. Oh, that's
Look
Sonic.
at all the vintage computer stuff over on the right.
Yeah, I mean, when I say you have games from every possible generation of gaming available to play here, we are not kidding. That's the end of this aisle.
Game systems are kept in cages for our protection.
That's pretty cool. We might get some content of us playing some games. Get a look at the pinball area over here. We're not going to go through the entirety of what's available here because there's a lot.
Twice game. That's like one of my favorite Bond films there. Oh, we got the mystery machine over there. We gotta get a picture in front of that. It's all the movie mystery.
There it is. The mystery machine.
There's Scooby on the right there.
Well, that can't be safe. That's not DOT approved.
Very strong skunk play skunk. Not bad.
Of course, a game center isn't complete without some Smash Brothers.
When we get the games done.
The legendary axe, is that related to the golden axe?
Low budget version of Golden Axe, no, I'm not sure exactly.
Conker's here. Can't record too much of that because that is a mature rated game. Got some Rock Band going on. This must be where all the games from the Nevada desert, where they dumped all their Atari games.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, classic Smash.
There we go. Now after one of our games for our competition, I do have the what's it called, the ROM hack version of it, where it's yeah, it's all the characters from Melee and stuff, the new stages.
To be clear, he hacked his own copy of the game.
Oh yeah, that was I found that in the street somewhere. Oh, this is pretty cool right here. Look at this.
It's more various. Looks like Jaguar games.
It's all
Jaguar games. MSX2.
It's definitely niche, but there's a very passionate Jaguar crowd. Sorry, Jaguar.
Oh yeah.
We all have our little niches that we make. Like I'm 64, you know, that's more of a mainstream thing than I mean.
Yeah. I think last we got to show off is the arcades. There we go. We got some Halo here. Halo 2, it looks like. And a lot of these pinball machines are available for purchase. So you can buy your own pinball machine if you have the coin for it. Some Legend of Zelda here. Crash Team Racing. The Shadow Knows.
Good movie. Actually, a good movie. Guilty pleasure. Definitely a guilty pleasure, but I enjoyed that movie.
I didn't realize that they had a movie of it.
Saw it in theaters back in the day.
Back in the day.
You get a Guinness sign. That's what I need.
Look at that.
Oh my God, man. Look at that.
They have everything you could need and more here at the Midwest Gaming Classic.
Oh, I see. There wasn't A1, but that's Site 4. I want the original.
There are some of your arcade games.
Let's see, does the actual let you play?
There you go. We'll come back to that one. We'll get that on camera while we play.
That was always one of those light gun games. You take, put multiple cores and you do both players at once.
Yep.
Kind of like dual wielding, like you're John Wick or something.
Yeah, right? If you need a fresh Coke, here you go. And here's more pinballs. Very cool. We got to get a shot of the vehicles here. Say we got Knight Rider.
The Knight Rider. We got some classic Jurassic Park stuff here. We got the 70s version of the Batmobile here.
Oh, how can you miss that?
See the Ecto 1 back over there. More James Bond pinball. I wish I had one of those things.
got to get the DeLorean. All of these cars that are here are fully functional, by the way. When we came here as vendors, we saw them driving them inside to park them in place. Yeah, Marty McFly's jacket there in the passenger seat.
I really want a DeLorean eventually. Be cool to have one.
Oh, we got the hoverboard.
Maybe
That's
like
from Back to the Future 3, right?
That's from 2 actually.
2, okay.
I believe it was. I think it was in 3 as well.
I know it was referenced in all the movies.
Well, I don't know about the first one. The first one, he goes back to 1955, and there's like a skateboard sequence in every movie, I think, pretty much.
Didn't the 50s, one of the characters from the 50s reference what he had in the future, hoverboards, or?
No, I don't think so.
No? Okay. It's been a while since I've seen him.
He takes like this kid's like scooter thing, and he breaks the thing off and makes it into a skateboard.
Oh, okay.
And then, yeah, there's a chase sequence in Back to the Future 2 where he's running from, what was that, Biff's kid?
Yeah, yeah. All right, so there we are. We gave you a quick tour of the Game Center here at the Midwest Gaming Classic. As you can see, I mean, they got everything you could want to play in here. This all comes with price of admission. You know, there's no extra cost.
No shortage of stuff here. Tons of arcade games. A lot of cool pinball games. I might go play the James Bond one over there. Lots of stuff to do.
Yeah, arcade games.
You can spend your whole time
games.
in here even. You don't even have to go to the vendor area.
For the price of admission, like we were saying, I mean, there's no shortage of things for you to do here to have fun. So yeah, thanks for checking us out. We are the Game Reactionists. I am Rorschach.
And I'm Spectre.
And we'll catch you guys around.